Okay, so we're going to answer two vital questions today. How do you know when you need counseling, and should you go to a counselor online?
Oh, wow. So how do you know you need counseling? That's a big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's multiple scenarios for that, but let's say that you just got engaged. Let's say that, oh my gosh, you got engaged, you're with the man of your dreams, the woman of your dreams, and what's next? So that's a good time to seek a counselor or a coach, pre-marriage counseling, figuring things out before you actually enter into that relationship. Another time that you might figure out you need to go to counseling is perhaps you've been through a breakup. Or, maybe you've been dating and it's just not working out. That's a good time to maybe seek counseling or coaching. Perhaps you're just going along and struggling in life. Life was never really meant to be done alone, and seeking counsel is biblical.
Yes.
Actually, the Bible says to seek many counselors.
Yeah.
Right? And so those are all good reasons, but then why do people not go to counseling?
Yeah.
So people usually don't go to counseling because they don't want to find a counselor, they don't want to sit and tell multiple people their stories, they don't want to drive, they don't, there's so many reasons, right? So why would you go to counseling online?
Yeah, counseling online, number one, I would say it's convenience. It's because one of the big problems is like where. So where do I go? Who do I choose?
Where do we go? One of the big questions I get asked all the time is where are you located, right?
Yeah. So that's big. I would say time. And one of the huge things right now is just like, okay, so I go to work, 8-9 hours a day, go home with family, time with kids. Like I don't have time to like physically go to a different location, drive time, being out, the drive time back home, and then having to digest everything.
Absolutely. I have clients who come from pretty far away, like an hour away. So we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 hours are dedicated to counseling.
Wow.
That's a lot, that's a lot of time.
Yeah. So I think one of the big issues why some people don't come as soon as they should is privacy. I think having to be able to go over intimate details or things that you may feel uncomfortable talking about with your spouse now in front of a person you don't know, don't trust, don't feel secure with, and having to try to communicate that, and then you don't know what they're going to say. How about if they're not a good counselor? How do you know who's a good counselor? All these thoughts are running through your mind.
It's scary, yeah. And then another great reason for our online platform is repetition. You can re-watch the videos and re-watch the training. And when you're going into a counseling office, I might cover this information maybe once or twice or whatever, but not all of it. And so it's wonderful to be able to view that again and again and get that training over and over.
Yes, as people who take modern education, that if you're listening to a lecturer or somebody give a speech, you're probably going to retain about 15, maybe 20% tops as far as what they say.
That's right.
And so if you need, let's say, a communication model and you're trying to go through, steps 1 through 10, you may only remember 2 or 3. And so what about the other 7 or 8? How are you going to incorporate that into your life if you don't remember what they are?
Right.
And so I think it's really key to try an online platform because one, you'd probably be quicker to try it out because you feel like more comfortable. You can do it at a time and a place that's convenient for you. You have the privacy to where it's just you or the person you're in a relationship with kind of going through it together. And then you can just continue to review it, whenever it's convenient for you.
Absolutely.
Our goal in our product is for healthy and happy marriages.